It's a lovely morning on a Thursday to be here. I know the National Day is around the corner, and you could see that there's a lot of people here who actually have made it. I would say that there's a lot of friends here. Firstly, more than what I would call as clients. My name is Ramkumar. I am a senior partner with Cedar. It's a pleasure. It's actually a honor to actually be standing here, to be inviting and welcoming this wonderful gathering here. I'll probably take a minute to give everyone a context about Cedar and our association with this beautiful country and the city. Cedar is actually we are a US based firm, as many of you know, and we've been operating in the Middle East since 1999. And particularly with Oman, my colleague Chetan and I, we've drove down from Dubai many times, with, I think as back as 2005, if I'm not wrong, Chetan, is when we had, our first program. In fact, many of our clients with whom we worked then, Tariq is here, our association goes back, maybe 17, 18 years, yeah. So I guess the beauty about this context or the conversation today is we are talking about it's not about the last 20 years, but about the next, let's say 10, 20 years, right? It's about what next generation is about. And whenever we talk about next gen banking, historically when we are a strategy consulting firm and we do a lot of work in driving business strategy. And the conversations are always about, in the past, they used to be about markets, about segments, about customers, which all remain even today. But it is very hard to actually talk about banking strategy and talk about the way forward without actually having an embedded element of technology in it, right? When we design, the scorecard and we use the strategy map extensively, historically we used to talk about, the financial the expectations being delivered by, addressing what customer needs are, which gets enabled by processes which are powered by people and technology. But you see that the whole angle, the people, process, and technology have all kind of morphed together to a point where you actually are seeing that being very embedded. And that's probably the theme of today's discussion. What we're having today, just to give a context, you can all see the brochures, you would have seen there. We have some very eminent speakers today with us. We actually have, more than speakers, I would say practitioners who actually who live in, what we are talking about today, day in, day out, and have experienced it. And the whole idea is to actually share their experience, perspectives, and points of views on a number of topics. So we will be starting the discussion with, the topic on innovation. And you can't talk about next gen without actually talking about innovation. But then once you have the discussion, what is embedded in that innovation and executing innovation is about collaborating with FinTechs. We do have a lot of technology players in the room today. We're looking forward to a fascinating conversation in the second panel, which is about driving digital adoption with FinTech collaboration. The third panel is actually ultimately what are we doing all this for? I mean, we are embracing the digital era, but what are we doing this for? We're doing this to actually drive ultimately what the most important person in the room is, which is the customer. So what's the experience for the customer going to be, and how is that actually being driven? And I must mention here that, the climax is actually going to be a fascinating conversation, which is what I would call as a peek into the future. With a discussion, a fireside chat around what we see as open banking and metaverse, right? I mean, if for those who actually have not heard Rajesh speak on metaverse, this is one opportunity I can tell you that you will actually be enjoying. So we would be having, our last chat is actually on metaverse, and it's a fireside chat that we'll be having there. Please do stay back for lunch after the event. We are looking forward to actually getting some time together, all of us. And it's a nice, warm Thursday morning. Should I say warm or should I say pleasant? It's dangerous to say warm in some parts of the world. But yes, enjoy yourself. This is a platform that we really look forward to having a very active, interactive, engaging day to day. And I would obviously be in front of you for most of the time. But if you aren't having anything addressed, please feel free to reach out to me or Chetan, who's here, and we will make sure we take care of you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.